What's up YouTube, and welcome back to some more Halo 5 Guardians. This is an achievement guide for Gravelord, which requires us to find all 13 skulls scattered throughout the 15 campaign missions of Halo 5. So let's go get these in chronological order. To begin, we are going to load up the first mission, Osiris, and we're going to do it on easy difficulty. A little bit into the mission, you'll come to this forerunner structure that you're supposed to go inside of. Before doing that and forward progressing, come to the left here and do a better job than me to jump up on top of this piece of cover, then jump and Spartan charge across onto this little ledge here and grab our first skull right there. Now, if this is your first skull that you're picking up, you will get an achievement. Next, we're going to load up Blue Team. This is the second mission, and we're going to do it on easy. A little bit into the mission, you'll make it to the reactor room. Head up to the left side here and just follow the path. Since I'm doing this on easy, I'm just ignoring all of the enemies. Feel free to do so as well. You will see this little weapon cache here. You'll be able to jump on top of here and then up onto the pipe. Then just follow this pipe all the way around until you make it to this area where there's a keep clear sign right here. Jump up here, and then it's a little bit dark here, so I do apologize, but I'm going to Spartan charge nothing at first. Make sure that you actually Spartan charge this grate. Wow, I'm doing a great job. Anyways, once you make it down into this room, you'll be able to pick up this skull. On to the third mission, Glass. This is easily the most difficult skull in the game. I recommend doing this on co-op, and you're going to have to do this on legendary difficulty. This is the only one that requires legendary difficulty. Toward the end of the mission, you're going to get this tank here, so you'll be driving the Scorpion up this hill, and you're going to see to the left in the sky there's going to be a cargo ship that's being chased by a Phaeton. You're going to have to shoot the Phaeton out of the air. So, as I'm going to show here, we notice to our left as we're coming up this hill, there's the cargo ship, and there's the Phaeton that's chasing it. So my buddy is on the turret while I'm attempting to get it with the big gun. He ends up doing a better job than me and actually getting it with the turret. So now we have to find the skull. The skull can spawn in one of 3 locations. So I'm going to show you 2 of the 3 locations, but I'll describe the third location as it's not too far away from the second. So, first location is just right down here at the bottom of the hill. You will see these 2 barrels, and it could possibly spawn in between these 2 barrels just right there. Otherwise, if it hasn't spawned here, go back to the garage where you got the tank onto the roof, and you'll be able to check behind a barrel. It spawns there for me, which is why I stopped recording. The third one, as you can see that arc right in front of me there, that stone arc, it will spawn under there behind some boxes. So if you just come down here, this is the second location that it can possibly spawn. As I was saying before, the third location is that stone archway that you could see when I was running up here. So you can grab your skull from one of the 3 locations. Next, we're going to skip Meridian Station as there is no skull on Meridian Station, and go over to Unconfirmed, which is our 5th mission, and we're going to be back on easy difficulty. A little ways in, you'll make it to this area where there's some snipers, some Promethean snipers, and they're pretty deadly even on easy. But anyways, you'll be forwardly progressing through this door. However, instead of continuing through this door and straight and along the path and whatnot, head to the left here, jump up here, then on top of this box, and then jump up to these pipes, and follow this into like a little cave area, and you will find your skull just chilling right there on the ground. Next, we're going to load up Evacuation, which is mission number 6, and we're going to load it up on easy difficulty. This is one of the more elaborate skulls to find. From the start of this mission, you're going to have 2 minutes to complete what I'm about to explain to you. So first off, you're going to want to go and get a gun goose if you're doing this on solo. If you're doing this on co-op, you can use the Warthog with the turret. Anyways, you're going to have to destroy 4 cones around the map. If you destroy them fast enough, a 5th cone will spawn in, which you then have to destroy as well within that 2-minute limit. So as you saw there, that was the first cone that I destroyed. Then I'm just going to continue on with the mission as I'm doing right now, all the way down the hill. Just keep on going, and our second cone is going to be located just before we cross the bridge. And as you can see here, I'm going to do a sweet front flip for style because I can. And before you go over here and cross the bridge, make sure to turn to your right and take out this cone right here. That is our second cone. Every cone that you take out will make like the grunt birthday party noise, so you'll know that you've done it properly. For our third one, as we're crossing this bridge, you'll see a destroyed warthog to my right. If you slow down and turn around, you will find your third cone just hiding right behind it. That is our third one. Now the fourth one, if you just continue along some more, after this stone archway here, you're going to want to turn to the right instead of following the path to the left. So turn to the right here, and next to one of these like oil digging things or tanks, whatever the hell it is, will be your fourth cone. From here, we're going to go and get the fifth cone. Now, if you've done this too slow, the fifth cone will not spawn in. If you come up here and just kind of hang to the left wall here, just come around and you'll see this crashed cargo ship. It'll be right there next to the crashed cargo ship. Now we're going to skip ahead to the end of the mission. In the last sequence of the mission, you're going to be running along here in front of this Guardian, and it's going to be located right here on the path. If you take too long, the Guardian will kill you, and if you move too far forward, you will actually end the mission. So be very careful here, but make sure to pick up the skull. Next, we're going to load up Reunion, which is our 7th mission. We're going to do this on easy, and it actually has 2 skulls. The first skull can be found near kind of the beginning of the mission. This will be the first group of enemies that you come across up here. If you come up here, you will see a crashed ship and a bunch of Covenant just kind of chilling around it, like what's going on. If you turn to your right and come down this path, you'll be able to come to an area just above them, like so. Right over here, there will also be an intel collectible right next to you. However, if you turn back around, you'll notice this path right here that you can then go down. So come down this path here, and this is actually a pretty cool little neat Easter egg thing. You will find this grunt just kind of chilling here, singing a song with the skull. All you're going to have to do is interact with them using your interact button, whatever button that is for you, and the skull will appear after you kick him off the side. Toward the end of the mission, before you make it to the gateway, which is this big building right here in front of me, hop on down, and instead of going straight and going towards the end of the mission, turn to your right and head up this path. You're going to see a little forerunner structure just up here, and if you walk on up, it'll literally just be chilling on the ground. It's actually really, really small. In fact, all the skulls in this game are really small, and it kind of looks like a grenade from far away, so you might not even notice it. We're going to load up mission number 8, Swords of Sanghelios, and once again on easy difficulty. A little bit into the mission, you'll get this little subtitle on the bottom of the screen there that says Hornets Nest as you're coming through this hallway. You're going to want to turn to your right and jump up this rock formation here, then jump up here, and now you're going to have to make it across here using this crack in the stone, I guess you could say. So jump up into the crack in the stone and you'll actually get stuck here. Then you're going to have to climb up to here, then jump and climb again up to here. Now, this is the difficult jump. You're going to have to run, jump, and Spartan charge across to here to grab this skull right here. We're going to skip mission number 9, Alliance, as there are no skulls, and we're going to move on to mission number 10, Enemy Lines, on easy difficulty. This will be during the ending sequence. You're going to get onto the Kraken to destroy it. You're going to want to head down all the way as far as you can go before you actually reach the core. So just continue going down and down and down. There's going to be 2 Banshee bays. If you make it to the Banshee Bay that has the green room, which I was just looking at for a second there, to the left of the Banshees, you know you're in the right one. If you're not, you'll just have to go to the opposite side of the Kraken to get into the right Banshee Bay. Just fly up above the green room here, as I'm going to show one more time. The green room is just down there, and you will find your skull just above it, right here. Next, we're going to load up Battle of Sunayon, so skip before the storm because there is no skull on that mission, and we're going to be doing this on easy difficulty. Right before the end of the mission, you're going to come to this area, and this is actually where the Warden Eternal will spawn in for the boss battle that you're going to have with him. If you come down to where he spawns in, which would be right on this like pedestal area, you're going to want to come all the way to the edge, and you'll see this little stale piece just kind of hanging off. Just fall down and kind of move backwards as you're falling down, and you will find the skull right down here. Next, we're going to load up Mission 13 Genesis, and we're going to do it on easy difficulty. Exuberant Witness will open up this light bridge for you. It'll be the first one that you cross, and you'll come into this area where you're supposed to fight the Warden. If you come here to the right and just hop out of your ghost, you'll be able to climb up this rock formation right on my left here. It's kind of difficult. It's a couple of difficult jumps. You may want to try and crouch jump, or maybe even try and find a better way to do this, but I really think that this is probably the best way to do it, is just jump and just keep on pressing the climb button and hoping that he grabs on eventually. He will after a couple tries. As you can see here, I'm not exactly great at platforming, especially in this game, but just keep on trying. Eventually you'll make it all the way up to the top of this rock formation and find this skull. Next, we're going to load up Mission 14, the Breaking, and we're going to do this on easy difficulty. A little bit into the mission, after an elevator ride, the Warden will kind of spawn in, yell at you for a second, and then like shoot up into space. If you head to the left of where he was, you can go under this platform where he was standing, and if you come all the way back here, there is literally nothing back here but this skull. And our final skull will be located here on Guardians Mission 15, and we're going to acquire it on easy difficulty. You'll make it here to the cryptum at like this end sequence where you have to take out these 3 cores. If you head to the right and stick to the left-hand wall of the cryptum, just keep running along here. You're going to see a crashed pelican over to the right. You can go up on the right passage side, but you really are going to have a real difficult time getting around the pelican to get to where you have to go. So I definitely recommend using this path instead. As you can see, I'm getting shot to hell, but it's fine. Just keep jumping along, and this is probably the hardest jump to make. You're going to have to charge and then climb up, but you will be able to grab your final skull right on the opposite side of the pelican for your Gravelord achievement. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you. If it did, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, favorite, all that fun junk. Check down in the description, some links, some things, my Twitter, Facebook, donation page, Twitch channel, a bunch of other things you might be interested in. Thank you for joining me. Keep it here for more achievements / trophies / collectibles guides, more Halo 5 Guardians, and a bunch of other things. Until tomorrow, ta-ra.